Well, in this week's Ag Report, Agent Terrie Looney joins us to talk about seafood, a very interesting topic. You said it's Lent right now. A lot of people are going to be eating seafood, but there's some things that they should know.
That's right. First of all, seafood is very healthy, and it's recommended as part of your healthy diet to eat seafood. And that's not just fish, but that includes shrimp, crabs, and oysters. So we have a lot of that from around here. But people do need to know and pay attention to where it comes from. And that's something I like to promote to support our local economy. We have a nice shrimping fleet here in Port Arthur, which brings in a lot of local shrimp. Most of the Texas oysters come from Galveston Bay, and so that's a nice place to get your oysters. So if people will read the label and see where their food comes from, and then they can help support the local economy.
Absolutely, and it's not just a sense of supporting local economy, which is very, very important, but it's also a situation of health concerns if it is from another country.
That's right. U.S. has a lot of very strict testing, but other countries don't necessarily. And we actually import 80% of the seafood that we consume in the United States, and we test less than 1% of it for safety. So when you look at the odds, you know, we know other countries don't raise their animals the way we do on their farm situation. We know that they use different treatment processes and such, which sometimes are not allowed and in fact illegal here in the United States. And so if you want to be sure that you're getting a very good quality product, buy U.S. and then you know that it was produced and inspected here in the United States.
Okay, I'm at the grocery store. What do I need to look for to know that it's U.S.?
If you will look at the label, and that is now required. Country of origin labeling has been in effect for several years. And so, for instance, if you go to the fish market at the grocery store, they have those little signs that say, you know, tilapia fillet, and it will say farm raised product of, and or wild caught product of, and so they are required to label it. If you're buying frozen product, if you will look at the label on the bag, usually it's somewhere around the barcode or where the ingredient list is, it will tell you product of and whichever country that it comes from.
All right, anything else that you want to add regarding the seafood?
Eat lots of seafood. We don't eat near as much as we should, and it should be part of our healthy diets.
Absolutely, and you said you were at a seafood meeting this morning.
Well, actually, I'm working with our local shrimpers to make sure they get all their safety training, so when they go offshore and harvest this wonderful shrimp, they'll be safe.
And what are some of the things that you talk to them about? What are some of the concerns and
we
things
actually
that they need to know?
have a Coast Guard safety trainer, because the fishing industry, U.S. fishing industry, is the #1 most hazardous industry in the United States.
Wow.
We lose hundreds of fishermen every year to various accidents, and so part of the Coast Guard requirements is the training.
All right, well, thank you so much. Good stuff to know. Buy local, and we'll all eat. All right, we're going to toss it over to JB for a final check of the weather.